It was a chilly December night in 1968 when high school sweethearts Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday decided to go for a drive in Vallejo, California. The young couple parked on a secluded lover's lane, unaware that a sinister figure lurked in the shadows. Moments later, their lives were brutally ended by gunfire. The scene was eerily quiet, the only sound the cold wind rustling through the trees. The killer had left no clues, but this was just the beginning of a reign of terror that would haunt Northern California for years to come. 7 months after the double murder, on the night of July 4, 1969, another young couple, Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau, were parked in a similar spot in Vallejo. Out of the darkness, a car approached and a man emerged, shining a flashlight into their vehicle. Without warning, he opened fire. Darlene was killed instantly, but Michael miraculously survived despite being severely injured. This time, the killer left a chilling clue, an eerie phone call to the police, claiming responsibility for both attacks and naming himself the Zodiac. In August 1969, the Zodiac Killer sent his first letters to 3 major newspapers in the San Francisco Bay Area. The letters contained cryptic ciphers, taunting the authorities and the public. Each was signed with a distinctive symbol, circle with a cross through it. One of the ciphers was quickly solved by a school teacher and his wife, revealing a disturbing message: "I like killing people because it is so much fun." The Zodiac demanded his letters be published, threatening to embark on a killing spree if they were ignored. On September 27, 1969, college students Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were enjoying a peaceful afternoon at Lake Berryessa. Suddenly, a hooded figure approached, brandishing a gun. The man, wearing a black executioner's hood emblazoned with the Zodiac symbol, tied them up before brutally stabbing them. He then scribbled a message on Brian's car door, detailing the attack and signing it with his symbol. Cecilia died from her wounds, but Brian survived, providing a chilling description of the masked attacker. 2 weeks later, on October 11, 1969, cab driver Paul Stine was shot in the head by a passenger in the upscale neighborhood of Presidio Heights, San Francisco. This time, the Zodiac left behind a gruesome trophy, a piece of Paul Stine's bloodied shirt. The killer's audacity grew as he sent this macabre token along with a letter to the San Francisco Chronicle, threatening to target schoolchildren next. The Zodiac's confidence and brazenness reached new heights, and the city was gripped by fear. The Zodiac Killer's ciphers remain one of the most puzzling aspects of the case. Over the years, he sent a series of cryptograms, some of which have been solved, while others remain unsolved to this day. The 408-symbol cipher sent in the early letters was cracked by amateur codebreakers. Subsequent ciphers, including the infamous 340-character cipher, eluded solution for decades. In 2020, a team of cryptologists finally decoded the 340 cipher, revealing a taunting message that offered no new clues to the killer's identity. The Zodiac case became one of the most extensive and complex investigations in law enforcement history. Detectives from multiple jurisdictions, along with the FBI, worked tirelessly to track down leads. Thousands of suspects were investigated, but the killer's true identity remained a mystery. The Zodiac's ability to evade capture and his cryptic communications added layers of complexity to the case, baffling even the most seasoned investigators. Over the years, several prime suspects emerged, each with compelling evidence pointing toward their involvement. Arthur Lee Allen, convicted child molester, was the most notorious suspect. His connection to the case was circumstantial but intriguing, including his possession of a Zodiac watch with the killer's symbol. Despite intense scrutiny, definitive proof of his guilt was never found. Other suspects included Rick Marshall, Lawrence Kane, and a mysterious figure known only as Sandy. Each suspect presented tantalizing possibilities, yet none could be definitively linked to the murders. The Zodiac Killer's taunting letters and brutal crimes created a media frenzy. Newspapers, television, and radio all clamored to cover the latest development. The public's fear and fascination with the case grew with each new letter and murder. The Zodiac seemed to thrive on the attention, feeding off the chaos he created. This media circus only added to the pressure on law enforcement and increased the killer's notoriety. Criminal profilers attempted to understand the mind of the Zodiac Killer. He was seen as a highly intelligent, organized individual with a deep-seated need for attention and control. His letters revealed a narcissistic personality, obsessed with his own superiority and power. The brutality of his crimes suggested a deeply disturbed individual, possibly with a background in the military or law enforcement. Despite these insights, the Zodiac's true identity and motivations remained shrouded in mystery. As the years passed, the Zodiac Killer case grew cold. New leads became scarce, and the trail seemed to go dead. However, the case never truly closed. Amateur sleuths, true crime enthusiasts, and retired detectives continued to explore the mystery, hoping to unearth new evidence. Advances in forensic technology, including DNA analysis, offered renewed hope that the killer might one day be identified. The persistence of those dedicated to solving the case kept the Zodiac story alive. In recent years, the Zodiac Killer investigation has seen a resurgence. Cold case units and private investigators have revisited old evidence with new technology. DNA testing on stamps and envelopes from the Zodiac's letters provided potential new leads. The development of genealogy databases has also opened up new avenues for investigation. These modern techniques, combined with the dedication of law enforcement and amateur detectives, have brought fresh hope to this decades-old case. The Zodiac's unsolved ciphers continue to intrigue and challenge cryptologists. The 340-character cipher was finally cracked in 2020, but other ciphers, including the 13-character cipher and the map cipher, remain unsolved. These cryptograms are seen as keys to understanding the Zodiac's mind and possibly uncovering his identity. Each new attempt to decode them brings the possibility of new clues and insights into the killer's methods and motivations. The Zodiac Killer has had a lasting impact on popular culture. Books, movies, and documentaries have explored his crimes, each adding to the legend. The 2007 film Zodiac, directed by David Fincher, brought renewed attention to the case, highlighting the obsessive quest of those seeking the truth. The killer's cryptic nature and the enduring mystery surrounding his identity have made him a subject of endless fascination, influencing countless works of fiction and nonfiction. Numerous theories and speculations about the Zodiac's identity have emerged over the years. Some believe he was an individual with a deep-seated grudge against society, while others think he might have been part of a larger conspiracy. Theories range from plausible to fantastical, each adding to the complexity of the case. A lack of concrete evidence means that speculation continues to thrive, keeping the mystery alive in the public consciousness. The Zodiac Killer left a legacy of fear that extends beyond his immediate victim. His crimes created a sense of vulnerability and paranoia in Northern California. Killer's ability to evade capture and his taunting letters played into the public's deepest fears. Even today, the mention of the Zodiac Killer evokes a sense of dread and fascination, a reminder of a time when an elusive predator stalked the street. The Zodiac case took a significant personal toll on those involved in the investigation. Detectives and journalists dedicated years of their lives to solving the mystery, often at great personal cost. Victims' families were left with unanswered questions and the pain of loss. The psychological impact on survivors like Michael Mageau was profound, leaving scars that would last a lifetime. The human cost of the Zodiac's reign of terror is a poignant reminder of the real people behind the headline. Forensic science has made significant advances since the time of the Zodiac murders. Techniques like DNA profiling, digital forensics, and advanced ballistics analysis offer new hope in solving old cases. These advancements have been applied to the Zodiac case with varying degrees of success. The potential for a breakthrough remains, as forensic science continues to evolve and provide new tools for investigators. For the victims' families, closure remains elusive. The lack of a definitive resolution means that the pain and uncertainty linger. Despite the passage of time, the quest for justice continues. The hope that one day the Zodiac Killer will be identified and held accountable drives the ongoing investigation. Search for closure is a powerful motivator, fueling the relentless pursuit of answers. The Zodiac Killer remains one of the most enduring enigmas in criminal history. His identity, motives, and the full extent of his crimes are still unknown. The combination of his taunting letters, cryptic ciphers, and brutal murders has created a legacy of mystery and fear. The Zodiac story is a testament to the darker side of human nature and the complexities of the human mind. As long as questions remain unanswered, the Zodiac Killer will continue to haunt the public imagination, a chilling reminder of the ultimate unsolved mystery.